queer, and also very lonely, and also very single, and also not out. And I wanted to start dating and making friends and stuff, so I thought about using an app like Tinder, but it makes me very afraid and nervous, and makes me feel unsafe. So what do you think a person like me should do to be less lonely and more in contact with others? This one goes out to any of my other fellow lonely people out there. Hi! 2018 is coming to a close. In 2019, we're less lonely. That's the mission, okay? Most of my year, this year, has been spent on that couch. Right there. And it's not even a good couch. It's a crappy couch. I went on IKEA and I found the cheapest couch that I could find, because at the time that's what I could spend. Did I read one review? No, I did not. I simply wanted a couch and I got the worst couch. It serves a unique function, because if somebody hangs out with me on that couch, it means they're there for me and they're not there for my couch whatsoever. I've had couches in the past that are so good that sometimes I don't buy whether or not I'm the reason somebody's there. Sometimes it's for the couch. Not with a crappy couch, okay? It's a bad couch. All of that's to say, I don't want to do next year like I've done this year. Let's do an unboxing video of this message. Let's start with the making friends bit. I like that part. Making friends as an adult is a bit like ripping your own skin off in small portions over and over again. But it functionally is pretty similar to how we did it when we were kids. When we were kids, we were in school with a bunch of other people, and we had to be around them, and so you kind of naturally make do with that situation. And sometimes, through that, you find people who are actually kindred souls, who can walk through this world with you hand in hand, and it's great. Most of the time, it's gonna be like boring surface level stuff. But to be honest, just because it's like surface level doesn't mean it can't be great. Something that I, in my like fake deep brain, always, like, if it's not like the most intense thing, it's like not something that I usually will go after, which is crap. Sometimes girls just want to have fun, and sometimes girls just need to have fun, okay? So find yourself some friends that are just fun. You don't need to like go through each other's trauma or like really be there for each other in the toughest moments. Sometimes you just enjoy being around a person for no other reason that you think they're neat. Okay, find yourself some people that you think are neat. If you have a job, I would recommend trying to talk about things other than your job while you're at your job. Same goes if you're in school as well. Like, try and make connections outside of the things that are immediately in front of you. I don't do this well. I'm trying, but I don't do this well. So I'm on the path with you, my friend. I think friends are arguably more important than significant others. Right? I think it's really fun and good and great to have numerous people that you just enjoy. I think that's a good and healthy thing that we should all strive for. There's way less pressure on that than like somebody who you're like, my soul is yours. Like, you don't have to do that, you know? Sometimes friends can be just dope enough for you. And also it's a good safeguard to make sure that you're not placing everything about yourself into one other person in like an unhealthy relationship. Because we'll get into that. I don't think it's gonna go perfectly. Good Lord, nothing goes perfectly. There's gonna be duds, there's gonna be some false starts, there's gonna be some things that aren't great, but that's life. I never regret going after and making an attempt at something, whether that's a big thing, a small thing, something in the middle. I never regret the attempt, and you should never regret the attempt either. Life is just a series of attempts, and you either succeed at that attempt, you either don't succeed at that attempt, or the attempt kills you. One of those three things. And that's life. So get out there and make a try of it. And hopefully it doesn't kill you. It's probably not going to kill you. One time it will, but every other time it's not going to kill you. Let's get the dating part of this. And you talked about using apps and not feeling safe on apps, which is very real. Very real. I'm going to preface all of this with this message. I don't think, very good at this. I am personally, currently, on more than one dating app. And I'm having fun with it. It's fun. I think there's a lot of fear that goes into like online dating and things of that nature, of course. I think dating, period. If you're feeling unsafe, say like on an app, for example, I would throw this piece of advice at you. And this is true of the entire internet. Just so you know, it's true of the entire internet. Your experience on a dating app, a social media website, anything like that, is entirely in your hands. You can put as much or as little about yourself on there. You can choose who you see and who can see you and those kinds of things. So if you're feeling nervous about that, just remember that you have control. For me, that's one of like the biggest benefits of doing anything online, is that there's a wall in between you and the stuff. If you're somebody who is a little bit lonely and maybe wanting to date, maybe wanting to make friends, I would also throw this piece of advice at you. There is no law that states that you have to do things a certain way and you have to have like this number of partners, this number of friends to be like legitimate. That doesn't exist. Say you see somebody cute on the street or on a dating app and you don't engage with that person. The cops are not gonna bust in and arrest you for that. You know, like your life will continue on and you'll be fine. Because even though you might be feeling a little bit lonely, being alone is not the worst thing in the world. Loneliness, for me, has always been a cycle. It usually starts with something bad happening to me, or like a series of crappy things that happen to me, and I isolate and I hide and I try and recharge and make myself feel a bit better. And in the process of doing that, I kind of unplug from all of my friends and my relationships and whatever, and kind of just retreat to doing me. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it is very hard to come out of that. For the person who sent me this message, for anyone out there who's feeling a bit lonely, who wants to get back into the world after something that happened or an extended period of loneliness, I wish you luck. And I also want you to know that this doesn't have to all happen overnight. Big things in life are just a bunch of really small things, right? And really small things can take the form of swiping right on a face on an app. Can also take the form of sending out a "hey, how are you" text. Something as simple as that. For me, sometimes it even takes the form of saying hi to somebody like on the street or like in a convenience store or something in a way that's beyond just the stuff that's right in front of me, that goes a little bit deeper than that. It's a process, and it's one that as we change and we evolve, it also changes and it also evolves. Things that maybe worked for us last year will not work for us this year, and we just gotta learn and just do it earnestly. Loneliness, by its very nature, is isolating, and it's really important that all of us know that we're not alone, right? We're not alone, if only in the knowledge that other people are experiencing those same feelings that you are. Whatever steps you need to take, whatever little things that you can do every single day to work towards your goals, I would encourage that. If you spent a week in your house by yourself, just being alone, just doing all that, sometimes just going outside for 5 minutes, that's a baby step. That's something you can do. If you've been on a long hiatus of dating because of something bad that happened to you, maybe just telling somebody you think that they're cute or that they have a nice smile or that their makeup on that day was really nice will help, because that helps me. It helps me, number one, break bad habits, but it also helps me to feel like a human being. If I'm stuck in my routines, if I'm just doing and addressing the things that are directly in front of me and are direct concerns, and I forget to connect with other people, I'm not a happy person. I'm surviving, and I'm not even close to getting to thriving, which is what I want to be. So I don't know if this freaking helped at all, but I just want to reiterate the point that in 2019, we're gonna be getting our lives together little by little, and we're gonna be out there, and we're gonna be saying hi to people. We're gonna be having just great times. It's gonna be a great friggin' time. I feel it in my bones that it's gonna be a great time. If you have any thoughts or comments or experiences or stories, anything you want to share in the comments, please feel free to leave that down below, and I will be sure to check that out and hopefully be responding to some of them as well. Please also feel free to check me out on Patreon. One of the first links in the description with this video and with all of my videos. There is an entire bonus video that will exist only for people on Patreon, and you can see them and all the other content that I post there for as little as $1 a month, and it very, very much helps me continue on making videos and supporting myself. So please check that out if you're inclined. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys a lot. Click on the screen to see my face even more in whatever way you want to see it, whether that's subscribing, whether that's seeing another video or checking out a playlist,
whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you freaking want to do. It's up to you, man. It's your life. It's not my life. Cool. I'm gonna go.